user who will be hitting traffic on your load balancer. And into the backend, you have the EC2 instances basically, right? EC2 one. Similarly, here you have EC2. Okay. Now, what I want basically, let's stretch it out here. Okay. Yeah, looks better. So now, if you till the time if you have a look, okay, what I have done, this is part of one particular target group, right? What do we call it? We call it common PG. That is common target group, right? Both of these instances are part of common target group. What I want this is application load balancer, right? What I want this is the common target group. It means any particular traffic which is coming up to this particular instance that should be served. That is number one. Okay. And to this particular one, that should also be served. But I want to say, if the traffic comes like slash sports, okay, or if I say here the traffic should come slash study, then the traffic should be sent to this particular target only, this particular one only. Okay, when the traffic comes to slash sport, then the traffic should be reach out to this particular target only. Okay, it should not reach out to anywhere else. If I try to explain you, here I go and I say yahoo.com. Okay, if I go to yahoo.com, here if I click on sports, for example, okay, that's not this, 1 second, not this is not right example. Let me say this. Yeah, here we saw yahoo.com/news. Okay, so what is happening? It is going to a particular destination, it is going to a particular path, right? So what I want, if it is having this particular path /sports, then it should, that my session should land in EC2-1. Okay, and if here, if in the path it is /study, then the traffic should be redirected to this particular one. Are you getting my point?
Yes, I got the point.
So this type of routing is being known as path-based routing. But it is known as path-based routing. What are we doing here? We are telling whenever we will tell application load balancer, like whenever there is /sports, where to reach out to this particular EC2 instance or this particular target group. This will be a different target group. We will give it a name. We will give it a name as sports PG. Similarly, here also we'll create one more target group. And what we'll call it? We will call it study TG. Okay. So whenever the traffic will come up related to /study, whenever in the path study will be there, then it will be forwarding the traffic to this particular target group. Into this particular target group, there could be one EC2 instance, there could be two EC2 instance, there could be 10 EC2 instance. So it's up to us. But at this moment of time, we'll be creating we'll be using one EC2 instances only. Okay, so here we go, and here what I'll do, we have two EC2 instances at this moment of time. So what I'll do, I'll just connect with both of these EC2 instances, and then we'll see. Here I go. Show credentials. We connect with other one as well. But here SSH or credentials. Browse. That's happening. Maybe I didn't pasted out the IP address that time. Oh, credentials. Browse. Okay, accept EC2 hyphen user, right? Here we have both of these. This is the one. Okay, now see how we'll handle this at EC2 instance level. To handle this, what I will do, I'll go here to cd var www html. Okay, and here if I do ls, then we have this index.html. If I see this cat index.html, then I will be able to see, hello, this is web server number 2. I will be changing the content here. What content I will be writing? I will say echo, hello, this is common website. Okay, and I will redirect the content to index.html. Okay, it looks to be good here. I will be copying this, and I will go to another EC2 instance here. This is another EC2 instance. Here hyphen I'm good. I will say here cd slash var www html, and here if I say ls index.html is here, I will paste the content. I'll press enter. Now we should be good. So now if I just go to both of these EC2 instances, and if I access them, I should be able to get them access. Okay, let me refresh this. Okay, this is common website. Similarly, here if I go to web server number 2, public IP, this should also give me the same output. Yeah, okay. Any questions still here?
No, I got it, bhai.
Okay, fine. Now, what next we have to do? I have to create the path. Okay, how will I create the path into this particular EC2 instances? To create the path, I will create this slash sports. Okay, so already I am here. This is the instance number 1 or 2? 16.36. This is the one. Okay, yeah, this is the one. Okay, so here if you look, I am here var www html. If I do ls, we have this index.html. What I will do, I will create one directory, and I will give it name as sports. Okay, so now if you look, then index.html is here, and along with that we have a directory sports. I will do cd, I will say sports. Okay, once I open this here, I don't have anything inside this particular folder sports. What I will do, I will create one file, and its name will be index.html. So here I can say echo hello, this is sports website. Okay, and I will redirect the content here to index.html again. Okay. So here if I do ls index.html is here. So if I have a look by print working directly, I can say in var www.html sports. Inside sports, I created one folder that is, oh sorry, inside sports, I created one file that is index.html. So here if I just go, okay, this is a common website, that is fine. But here if I go and say sports, if I press enter, see one different website or different web page is here, which is working for sports. Any question here? Because it is being tricky.
No, I got it. I got it.
Okay, that's fine. What we basically did is we just created this path slash sports, okay, into this particular EC2 instance. Here, if I go to this particular one, EC2 instance number 2, here I will be creating one more path that will be study. To do so, what we have to do, we will go to EC2 instance number 2. Similarly, here also we will be creating one directly that will be study, and I will be going into this particular directory, and here I will say what I will say. I want to keep it bit similar. Okay, that's why I will go here. I'll copy. I will say
This
echo.
is news website,
This is
news
study website.
study. Yeah.
Okay, index.html. Now we have the paths available. How the paths are being available? If I just go here to web server number 2, I'll paste it here. Okay, I'm already here. If I say slash study, if I press enter, then it should show me some output. Okay, not on HTTPS, it should be on HTTP. Okay, we can see the output is here. So now the paths are being available to us on our EC2 instances. But now, for example, if into this particular EC2 instance, if I just go and open sports, will it show me? No. Why? Because we haven't created this path sports on EC2 instance number 2. On EC2 instance number 2, we just created the study path only. Okay, so that's why whenever we are pasting study, we are getting the output, but whenever we are pasting the sports, we are not getting the output. So it is similar to that as I showed you on the Yahoo. There you have a different web page when you are opening, and when you are clicking or giving the references of particular web pages, it is redirecting to slash study or slash different paths. Okay, this is how things happen within an organization, and this is how the content is being written for any of the HTML website. Or
But one
maybe,
general question.
yeah, right.
So when we redirect the like anything, when we redirect, like you write, this is a news website or something like. When we redirect to a index.html document, that creates a new document, or is it the same document we had in the last directory? Because in an organization setting, there is going to be a lot of index.html in the same EC2, right?
You are right. Okay, there could be multiple, if you may have seen, okay, in our previous sessions, right, we used some of the uh, I can say templates, right? So there, if you look, what was that? Um, website template, right? Okay, so if I just showed you any of them, maybe you will be able to understand this better. Okay, let me download this. I'll just show you. Okay, see this. Okay, so here you have this index.html, and into this index.html, there will be few of the references which will be passed into this assets, and inside the assets you have images, logo, font, CSS, multiple things are being there. Okay, I think here only index.html is being available, but if you may have seen earlier examples, there contact.html, so and so HTMLs were being created. So if you like there were multiple tabs and all, once you click on that, then it gets redirect to the different HTML file. So this is how the redirection is being happened at the code level. Getting my point?
Yes, I got it.
Okay. Now here, similarly, here also what we can think of is we can think of uh, like you will be accessing one particular website, and whenever on your website you will be clicking on sports, okay, then your traffic will be redirecting to this particular EC2 instance, and whenever you will be clicking on study, then your traffic will be redirecting to this particular target. Okay, this is what we are trying to understand here, because that's the path-based routing which is being known as. So here I go, and what I will try to do, I will create a load balancer here. To create a load balancer, here I go, I will say application load balancer, and in application load balancer, I will say ALB uh, path based website. Okay, the name I'm giving to this. Now, because we have to create multiple ones. So here I go, and I will be selecting out the availability zones. We have the load balancer security group, which allows port number 80 only. And here, if I go to the target group, I will be clicking and create a target group. Instances or IP addresses, anyone we can use. So target group name, I will be saying common PG. Okay, for website, we'll be listening at port number 80. It will be the part of default VPC. Health check is slash, we are fine. And we say additional health check settings. Okay, I want to reduce the interval to 10 seconds so that quickly we get the output. And here also healthy threshold will be 2 seconds. So it looks to be fine, and I'll be clicking on next. I will be adding both of these targets, and the targets will work at port number 80. I will create a target group. Here I go, and I should have a target now. Yeah, here I go to the load balancer. I'll be refreshing it. I'll be adding the target group. I'll go here, and these CloudFront, WAF, these options we'll be exploring, okay, in our next sessions. So here I go, and I will say create load balancer. So now your load balancer is being created, and it is in under the provisioning state. In a while, it will come up as active. Once it come up as active, then you will be able to use this DNS name, and you should be able to see the traffic in a while. Okay. I hope you will not have any concerns till here.
No, I got it right.
Okay. Now, what we have to do, let's go here. Let's try to have a look if your targets are being healthy. Okay, it's into the initial state. Target registration is in progress because your load balancer hasn't been active yet. Let this get active. Because once the load balancer will get active, then only it will be forwarding the traffic and check, right, whether its targets are being healthy or not. Until load balancer itself is not healthy, how will it come to know whether, how will it check whether the targets are being healthy or not? Okay, so let this get active. The initial state.
Yes, I can see.
Okay, so here we can see this is the DNS name, and if I go to the targets, then target should also be healthy. Yeah, targets are also being healthy. So if I just go here to the load balancer DNS name, and if I press enter, to see the output of common website. Okay, as many times we'll be refreshing, we should be able to see the same output. Now, my concern is if I do something slash sports or slash steady, then I should be able to reach out to a different destination, right? Because the path should get changed. Okay, so to do so, what we need to do, something that is being known as sports. So to do that, what I'll be doing, I'll go here to the target groups and I will create one more target group. Okay, and the target group name I will be giving as sports team. Okay, and here I go, and path we can keep it same. Okay, and healthy threshold will be 2. Interval, I want this one to check at the interval of 10 seconds. I will go and say next. Now we have the two instances, web server number 1 and web server number 2. So here in this having this particular IP address 54.1, and this is acting as a sport. Have made the changes for sports, right? Well, what I can do, right? Here I can go, let me refresh this. Web server, I will say sports, and this one is your study, so that we can identify this, right? So here I go, and if I refresh them, then the names are there. So here the name we have given. So I will be only adding the sports EC2 instance only. And here I'll go and say create target group. Now one target group got created. Similarly, what I will be doing here, I'll go next. Okay. And I will go and say create target group. Okay. And say create target. One thing, yeah, I wanted to highlight you. Okay. So here I say like study TG, right? This is the name which people giving. Yeah, study teaching. Okay. One thing which I wanted to highlight you is see this. Okay. So this HTTP and HTTPS are being supported for application load balancer only. Okay. This is for network load balancer. This is for network load balancer. This is for gateway load balancer. Okay. So when if we are creating the target group separately, we need to remember this. But we are actually selecting. Okay. Sometimes what happen is we come and we get the target group clear, target group created blindly. Okay, and then we are able to see, okay, we are not able to find out this. Like for example, this is the TCP one, right? Okay, this one, this is the for, this is not for your application load balancer. So if we will try to find out this particular target group, this will not get find out. Okay, so here we need to remember we are selecting the right in the target group. So here I go, I say study TG, we go, okay, we are fine with the HTTP. And here in the health check, that is fine with HTTP 2 to 5, interval should be of 10 seconds so that quickly we can get the output of healthy. Here I will be adding this web server study, include expanding below, create target group. So now target groups are being created and it is fine to us. So here, if I just go to the target groups, if I will be refreshing this, here I'm able to see the details. Like this common target website, load balancers are not, like these target groups are not associated with any of the load balancer, but your common target group website, this target group is attached with the load balancer, right? So here, what we need to do, we need to attach these target groups, these individual target groups with our load balancer, which are not associated yet. Okay, so how will we attach? To attach that, we need to make some configuration changes into our load balancer. But before doing so, I would like to show you something. And that is here, if I just go, okay, and here if I press enter, then I am able to see the output, right? But if I say slash sports. If I press enter, see it says not found. When I'm refreshing, it says found. Okay, when again I press enter, it says not found. Again, when I refresh, it says found. What does it mean? How is it happening? Similarly, here also, if I just go to study slash study, and if I press enter, then here it should, it is not showing me anything. If I'll be refreshing, it is showing me the output. Again, I'm refreshing, not found, 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 not found. Why is it happening so? You know this? You know the answer of this? One time I'm getting the output, one time I'm not getting the output. What could be the reason?
Mm, no, but I don't know.
How is it possible? In last session, we discussed something about the algorithm, application load balancer algorithm. Okay, so by default, round robin algorithm is being there. So whenever we are putting slash sports, okay, application load balancer is reaching out to this target. Okay, it is able to find out this particular path. It is showing us the output. When second time I'm refreshing, it is reaching out to this particular target. And here it is not able to find this slash sports. That's why it is showing error, it says not found. Okay, again, when I refresh, it goes here, it shows the output. When again it comes up here, it doesn't find the output, it shows not found. Got it?
Yeah, I got it now. Yep.
Yeah, same in case of study as well. Here we are able to get the output, here we are able to get the output, but when this is forwarding to EC2 instance number one, it is not getting the output, right? This is what it is happening. So now, what here, if I just go here, these target groups are not being attached, not associated. So here into the load balancer, we need to make certain configurations so that whenever we say slash sports, it should reach out to this particular target group only. Okay. To do so, here I'll go to the load balancer, and into the load balancer, we have listener and rules. Okay. So here I'll go and I will say on one rule. Okay. Okay, let's go here. And here I can see this is the rule. Okay, that looks fine. What I will do, I will go and say add rule. Okay, so I want to add a rule. What rule you want to add? I want to add a rule for study. Okay, study I can say, or initially let's do it for sports. Okay, sports rule, or I can say sports path rule. Now I will say next. Okay. Now I will click on add conditions. In add conditions, here it want me what type of rule you want to create. I want to create for the path. Okay. Now it asks me what is the path. I say sports. Okay. And let me say star sports. Hmm, let me try this way. Okay. Slash sports uh, star, and then I will say confirm. Okay. And I will say next. What to do? Whenever here we have defined whenever in the path it is sports star. Okay, what we need to do, forward to the target group. Which target group? Sports target group, right? If I need to enable the stickiness, that I can do, or here I go next and priority. So if we need to create, we used to set up the priority, right? So we can set up any of the priority here. We can say 10, we'll say next, and I will say create. Okay. So now you will be able to see one rule has been added. Able to see?
Yes, I can see,
Created,
but
right? Okay. So here, if I just go to the target group, okay, if I'll be refreshing it, then here it should show me this is being attached to your load balancer. Okay. And one more thing, if I just go here, okay, uh, to your load balancer string. If I say sports, right? If I'll be pressing enter, okay, let's have a look. So whenever I will be refreshing this, see what is happening. It is forwarding the traffic to the particular destination. Now it is not doing this to me round and robin, right? Because here into the application load balancer, we have defined the path. Whenever the path is slash this slash sports, it should send out the traffic to this particular target group only. Similarly, here, what do we need to do? We need to go here again, and we need to create one more rule. And here we will be creating a rule for study path route. Okay, we'll say next. We'll be adding the conditions for path. I will say, okay, slash study star, and I will say confirm. Okay, next, forward to the target group. Which target group? Study target group. Okay, here I go. I will say next, and here, for example, I define the priority as 20. We'll say next, and we'll say create. So now here we are. If I just go here and if I say study, we'll press enter. So we can see 1 second. Okay, this one will be forwarding the traffic to your particular destination which you have defined into your particular path. So this is not about only the string which we are using. Similarly here, if you want to use it with your DNS service, you can do that. How you will do that? Route 53 I'll be going. Okay, I will be creating one route and then I will show you live here. Here I go. I'll create one record. Okay, alias, what I want application classic load balancer. Okay, region is North Virginia. This is the load balancer. We are good. I will say create record. Now record is being created. Now if I just go here, impulse.com, I'll press enter, then we can see it is by default redirecting to the common website. So here you will be able to see multiple tabs and all these things are there. So for example, someone clicks on that particular tab, it may redirect your traffic whichever you have defined slash study. Okay, it is redirecting your traffic to study. If someone again goes to the home web page, okay, and he clicks on sports tab, then his traffic will be redirecting to the sports easy to install or sports target, right? This is how the things are being defined and structurized in any organization. This is how the redirection works. And this is how, what the path-based routing is in application load balancer. Any questions or doubts?